his second NBA MVP award that season and his first championship. The Chicago Bulls went on to win 5 more championships over the next 7 seasons, with Phil Jackson at the helm, continuing the refinement of the team-based triangle offense led by Michael's amazing talent. From 1991 to 1998, the Chicago Bulls won 6 championships, becoming one of the greatest dynasties in sports history. Michael Jordan became, some say, the greatest basketball player, if not the greatest athlete of all time. Yet none of this would have happened if Michael had tried to do everything by himself. Sure, he would have won 1 or 2 championships, he would have had an incredible stat sheet, but he would not have emerged as a legend in one of the most dominant dynasties in sports. Michael's true brilliance was only possible as he transformed into more of a team player built around a team system led by a genius coach. There's one more thing that most people don't know about Michael, and that's that he had a private strength and conditioning coach, Tim Grover, for almost his entire career. Tim's expertise in human physiology and performance was exactly what Michael needed to exceed his own limitations and weaknesses. Michael invested huge into getting the most effective coaching and conditioning he could, and that is a huge reason why, as an individual player, he was so good for so long. The story of Michael Jordan highlights many important insights for anyone seeking higher levels of achievement and success. However, the most crucial lesson may be that Michael Jordan was not a self-contained entity. His potential was not innate or fixed, but rather contextual and relational. Michael Jordan was literally changed and expanded through his team, coaches, and experiences. He became more than he would have become on his own, both as a person and as a talent. Which begs the question, if Michael Jordan, perhaps the greatest and most driven athlete on the planet, needed a who, not a how, first in Pippen and later in Grover and Jackson, to achieve and exceed his goals, then do you think the same should be said about you and me? What would happen for us if we, gleaning this precious insight, would shift our mindset from how to who? What would be possible for you if your capabilities and potential were expanded by other brilliant who's? In looking at your own life for a moment, how much are you trying to shoulder alone for one reason or another? If Michael Jordan couldn't get to, let alone win, a championship by himself, why would you even consider trying to pursue your goals on your own? Now, clearly, Michael Jordan was trying to accomplish something huge. Winning 1 NBA championship, let alone 6, is very difficult. Which leads me to the next question. What are you trying to accomplish? Do you have who's in your life that give you the perspectives, resources, and abilities to go beyond what you could do alone? Or are you keeping your goals so small to make them easier to accomplish them on your own? Do you really think you must be the one to put in all of the blood, sweat, and tears, bearing the whole load to prove your own capability? It could be easy to focus on how, especially for high achievers who want to control what they can control, which is themselves. It takes vulnerability and trust to expand your efforts and build a winning team. It takes wisdom to recognize that 1, other people are more than capable enough to handle much of the hows, and 2, that your efforts and contribution, your own hows, should be focused exclusively where your greatest passion and impact are. Your attention and energy should not be spread thin, but purposefully directed where you can experience extreme flow and creativity. Results, not effort, is the name of the game. You are rewarded in life by the results you produce, not the effort and time you put in. All too often there is a lack of commitment to results and an over-infatuation with process or hard work. Of course you need to work hard, of course you need to become brilliant at what you do, but none of that matters if it doesn't translate to tangible, measurable, and rare results. Michael Jordan wouldn't be considered the best of all time if he hadn't won all those championships, but in order to do that, he needed who's. He would have become nothing close to what he became by doing it all by himself, by focusing on hows. But this is not a book about sports. It's a book about personal transformation and reaching the highest levels of performance and success. Put more bluntly, this is a book about producing bigger and better results in absolutely the most effective way possible, in the only way possible. As a culture, we've been trained to focus on how and to work in isolation. But if you want to really succeed at the highest level, like Michael Jordan, you're going to need to shift from the how mentality to a who mentality, regardless of your personal level of talent, commitment, or genius. It is only through teamwork and collaboration that you can achieve things you previously thought impossible, things you can't even dream of or imagine in your